Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Good morning. Thank you for taking the time today to join us for a brief Memorial Day remembrance presented by the new campus group, the Student Veteran Organization, or SVO. My name is Alfred Stanalila, president of this new student club and Marine Corps veteran, and current computer information system student in the Cisco networking program. I'd like to also introduce my fellow newly elected officers of the Student Veterans Organization at Gwinnett Technical College. We have Jonathan Willis, Vice President, U.S. Army, student in the Criminal Justice Program. Patrick O'D, Treasurer, U.S. Army, Windows Networking Specialist student. Jamilis James, Chief Administrator, U.S. Army, Internet Specialist and Website Design student. Our hope for this organization is to encourage camaraderie among student veterans and other students being served by the Office of Veteran Affairs here at the college. Support and encourage one another and foster a spirit of success. Additionally, we will seek opportunities to better our college and community through service projects throughout the year. The SVO would like to thank College President Ms. Sharon Bartels and Vice President of Student Services Dr. Tom Travis for their support for our new college veteran group, and also our staff and faculty advisors who are Ms. Lori Chinshu and Mr. John Stahl, Program Director in our Automotive Technology Program. We'd also like to recognize Ms. Chinshu and Ms. Nicole Pilata for their guidance and assistance that they provide the veteran spouses and dependents served by the Office of Veterans Affairs. Also, Ms. Mary Beth Byerly, Vice President of Institutional Advancement. Also, our appreciation and gratitude to the Hudgens family, whose generosity and support makes it possible for the college to have our own dedicated Office of Veteran Affairs, which in turn significantly contributes to the success of student veterans here at Gwinnett Tech. Mr. Toby Palmquist with the Civil Air Patrol is here to introduce our special guest.
The colors are presented by the Air Force Auxiliary Civil Air Patrol, Gwinnett County Composite Squadron, GA-112, led by Color Guard Cadet Commander Lieutenant Noah Still, assisted by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Tatum, and Cadet Second Lieutenant Caitlin Barnes, and Cadet Staff Sergeant Josiah Still.
Memorial Day is one of our nation's oldest and most significant holidays. Born out of the Civil War as a ritual for remembrance and reconciliation, townspeople across the nation decorated grave sites of the fallen with the American flag. Celebrated every third Monday in May, Memorial Day commemorates U.S. soldiers who died while in military service. This weekend, many of us will gather with family and friends to usher the summer season, but it is important that we never forget why we gather, to remember the brave men and women who gave so much and the families left behind. Mr. Willis, please post colors. As we honor all those who have died while serving their country, and those who served in past wars and conflicts, we would like to especially reflect upon a few of our local citizen soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice while serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. Staff Sergeant Philip Lamar Travis, U.S. Army, age 41, from Snellville, Georgia. Private First Class Kenneth Ellsworth Kincaid IV, U.S. Army, 25, Lilburn. Private First Class Edgar Enrique Cardenas, U.S. Army, 34, Lilburn. Corporal William Alfred Long, U.S. Army, 26, Lilburn. Specialist Christian Rojas Gallego, U.S. Army, 24, Loganville. Specialist Christopher Gabrielle Patton, U.S. Army, 21, Lawrenceville. Sergeant First Class Charles Houghton Warren, U.S. Army, 36, Duluth. Staff Sergeant Stephen J. Wilson, U.S. Marine Corps, 28, Duluth. Sergeant First Class Lonnie James Parson, U.S. Army, 39, Norcross. Sergeant Paul Anthony Saylor, U.S. Army, 21, Norcross. Sergeant First Class Donald T. Tabb, U.S. Army, 29, Norcross. Petty Officer Third Class Matthew James O'Brien, U.S. Navy, 22, Duluth. Corporal Jonathan Ryan Ayers, U.S. Army, 24, Snellville. Lance Corporal Joseph Ryan Geis, U.S. Marine Corps, 24, Winder.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. It was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. It is grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. That's why I praise God, praise God, praise God, praise God, praise God, praise God, praise God.
you for joining us. Have a great morning and a wonderful, inspired Memorial Day weekend.